I said I was gonna post a time-lapse video today, but it's actually I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I decided to do another live stream today because yesterday's live stream was not working on our little or big our big mansion. So I hope you guys just enjoy the gameplay. Hello, Electric32. Welcome to the chat. And so far I have been working on this little area. This area is going to become the library. I just haven't fully decided how I want it to look yet, but the walls are all going to be wooden like this, so that's why I'm doing this right now. This is like how big the library. It's going to be a pretty big library, as you can see. But this is like the first official room I am working on in my mansion. But yeah. And I made a custom Minecraft skin too. It's a guy who's wearing 3D glasses, and he's wearing like a red jacket. I think it looks kind of cool, and he's wearing like some sweatpants and some sneakers. It's going good, Electric32. Okay, so your question is, how did I get my mic to work? In order to get it to work, I'm using my headset right now, but I went to my settings and I enabled microphone with videos. There's like a setting you could do that. I don't know how it works on Xbox though, but on PS4 that's how it is. What kind of floor should I use? I'm gonna use some carpet. Brown. Let's use some brown wool. So, do you think you can hear my mic good or bad, Electric32? Thanks for being my viewer right now. So how's your day going? Yes, I will be doing some survival gameplay as well. I'm just starting off the episode with working on my library. I'll go back into my survival world a little bit later and work more on my shelter and then maybe get some more kills with the new sword, because I'm going to craft some better swords. The chat is lagging. It might be doing that a little bit because based off different internet connection. It might be based off of your internet connection because on mine it's not laggy. So I'm not gonna put any doors here actually. I'm deciding what I should do though. Okay, so I'm gonna do something kind of different. What the heck are you? Move, move, move. Okay, I'm gonna create like a little wall. Alright, so let's see what should we use. Let's use some 30-second delay. Oh my gosh, Drake. Okay, let me just find a good material to use. Let's use some red terracotta. That should be good. This will be like the hallway wall. This is the library interior wall, and this is like the exterior wall. This is the wall you're going to be seeing when you walk in this hallway. So that's why I want to make an extra extension to the hallway. So the hallway is going to be 6 blocks wide. So yeah, I will be posting my time-lapse video probably tomorrow. I might actually do it tonight as well. After this live stream, I might post it. I can probably do that, but I just like, cause every time I post my video, my internet gets a little slower, but like not terrible. It just takes sometimes a little while, so I just like debate on what I'm gonna do. Well, that's a little bit too high. I'd say that's probably good enough. Let's make a wall on the other side now. What the heck are you still doing here? Get out of here. I don't even know. This is like a traitor, but I don't know why he's even here. He's kind of annoying me. You should die. But what the heck was that? Okay. I'm gonna make this actually a 4 by 3 opening, just because I think it looks a little too small when you only make it like a 2 by 2. There we go, and I'll just replace that with some wool. And I'm not gonna put any doors just because, but like anyway, I think that looks a little bit better. It's starting to get a little bit darker. I have 15 comments from Electric32. Well, thank you for commenting on the video. It makes it a little more exciting. But anyway, now we're gonna start putting the stuff on the inside of our little library. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the ceiling first. Well, actually, probably not. It's gonna make it really dark in here. So let's do some bookshelves. So in order to do that, we have to go down to like down to here, and then we'll get some bookshelves. And so we'll just start it off pretty simple. We'll make a 5 by 5 bookshelf right here. It's just like a normal square. So just like that. That's what we're gonna do. And then to make it seem more like a bookshelf, I'm gonna put like little wooden things in between each thing to make it just seem like more like a library, because I'm making it like one of those fancy mansion libraries. So hope you're enjoying the stream, Electric32. But anyway, now let's just finish off in this corner. I'll put some enchantment tables in here too to make it look a little more fancy. Alright, and then we'll just stack one more layer, and then that's kind of like our little area over there. We'll put like another bookshelf over here. I'm just gonna leave a space from the door because I don't want to put it like right next to the door because that would look a little bit weird. I don't know about you, but I think it would. I'm making each bookshelf right here 5 blocks tall, but there's gonna be like a little ladder in here that can take you up to another level, and then there's gonna be like a second story in here. It's gonna be a pretty big library, and then so this is like these are like the corner bookshelves. So like they're pretty. I think they look kind of cool. This part's not very hard. It's just gonna start making it look like a library. If you have a library, you gotta have books. Oh, now I have 2 viewers. Okay, that's pretty nice. Welcome to the live stream, second viewer. But you can feel free to chat if you want to. But anyway, right now we're working on a library in my mega mansion. Alrighty, that looks pretty decent. Alright, and now I'm making like a 1 block spacing between each bookshelf. This is going to be like 6 blocks wide. There we go. We kind of got that all set up, and now let's just do one more over here. And if you are wondering what this is, yesterday I kind of explained what this is going to be. This is going to be a bathroom. If you didn't realize that, so because I don't want to make it like the library. I don't want the library to have like a weird shape. I just want it to be just like a normal rectangle looking kind of room. So now we got a pretty nicely set up library, and we'll just like add like an extra little 1 layer right there, and then we'll make a spacing. Put spacing on each side because I don't want to put the bookshelves right next to the windows. That would look a little bit weird in my opinion. Trying to look like somewhat realistic. Alright, and then we'll put a few more bookshelves over here. Sorry about that. I just had to turn off my mic for a second. But anyway, let's just continue on this, and now we kind of got our bookshelves all done on the first floor. So now what I'm going to do, just to be honest with you, I don't actually think I need to put anything in between those. I'm just going to leave those spaces there, and then from right over here, we're going to make our little balcony of the second story. And in order to do that, we're going to just use the same wood we used for the wall. And that's going to be like right there. Actually, I think it looks kind of weird if it's the same block. So let's use this one. Yeah, that one's too bright, if you know what I mean. It just looks too weird. I think what we're just going to use, I think we're going to use a dark oak. Yeah, that looks a lot better. The dark oak looks pretty good, actually. So we're going to make it like... We'll make it come out 4 blocks. And then we'll just kind of extend this all the way down to here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just bring that all the way. It's just going to be like one big circle, basically. And then just bring that all the way back up to here. Alright, and then that should be the last of it. And now let's just fill all that in. So one thing though, so I'm going to put like a little thing right here. And what this is going to be like a thing that we use for a ladder. So now we're going to use a ladder and put it onto the block right here. And so that's pretty simple stuff, and then just this is pretty easy to fill out. that should be, I think that looks pretty good. In this mansion, I'm planning on putting it around close to 150, maybe even 200 rooms. It depends how many rooms we kind of get into this house. I don't want to clump them all together. I want to make the rooms actually look pretty detailed. So this is kind of like, because I haven't worked on this mansion since like September, so I'm kind of starting to get back into working on it again, because I kind of took like a break from working on it. This area will just be a little bit wider than the rest of the areas, but as you can see, the balcony is like 1 block above the bookshelves on the bottom floor. So this is, and this, like, the thing that's cool is that this looks over the second part of the library. Like, it looks over the bottom floor of the library, so it makes the place look a little bit cooler in that way. And then we're gonna add like some extra lighting in here, and we'll put some stuff in the middle too, so it's not just a big open area. Put some cool enchantment tables and bookshelves in that area too, and we're gonna make them extra detailed. We're just kind of doing the basic setup right now. This is kind of how I start off. I always do the details a little bit later. I just kind of just make the basic setup, just kind of get an idea of what how much space I have to use left for the details. Because if you just start doing details at the beginning, it will take a lot longer, in my opinion. But like I said, I am more of a creative person when it comes to Minecraft, but I do also like survival, and I will be doing a little bit of survival gameplay a little bit later. But like for right now, I'm just trying to we're gonna be finishing the library up. So now let's go over here and do a big bookshelf. I'm just gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it touch the corner. And this floor is gonna be a little bit different. We're still gonna make them 5 stories tall, or 5 blocks tall, I meant. Okay, so now let's make this 8 blocks wide. These bookshelves are gonna be a little bit bigger on the second floor. Alrighty. So it's a pretty basic library, and we're gonna leave a big spacing over there, and I'll tell you why I'm doing that in just a minute. First, I need to just finish this up. So, I think this is honestly a pretty good looking library. It's pretty basic. It's gonna be pretty well organized once I like show you what I'm doing with like the extra spaces I'm gonna leave in between. Like, oh, I'm also gonna leave a spacing out right in this corner. I'm not gonna put anything, but I will put a bookshelf in between here, a 5x5, just like the first one we started out with. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna put a mini corner bookshelf over here, and then we'll expand it out like 4 more blocks on this side. Just a second, guys. Yes.
Yep, today's really boring.
Yeah, no kidding. It's kind of a boring day for me too.
What have you been doing besides Minecraft?
Watching YouTube.
Oh, is that what made you decide to want to stream again?
Kind of. I just got a little bit bored and I just like, oh, let's do some gaming. So I decided to start another stream. I was gonna post the time lapse video, but then I might still do it today. I don't know though.
Yeah,
It's like I built like a small mansion. It's like pretty cool actually. But anyway, like I don't know if the stream's working for you right now. Like you should be able to see like this area where I'm at right now. It's
you're
like
looking at the number right now.
it's like a bathroom area. It's like just an open area with grass.
Nope, you're still in the room with the books.
Here, I'm just gonna start working on this little area. Yeah, it might catch up to you because it's probably like a minute delay.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was really sad when when the comments stopped working.
Yeah, I have to like I don't know why it's acting weird. Is it like that for all the time or is it just maybe your internet?
Yeah, it stopped like a long time ago. I don't think it's my internet. Now you went into the bathroom right now.
Yeah, I'm putting some emerald blocks down.
European in style.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. All right, let me find out what I'm gonna do with this. Okay, let's use the red terracotta.
Yeah, you started placing all the animals. It looks pretty cool.
It's like it's gonna be the nice floor
I can still hear you, Mike, though.
on the video. Yeah, I just had to turn it
Yeah,
back
on the
on
stream.
because like people who watch the stream later are gonna be like, "Why aren't you talking?" So they're gonna be like,
That's funny.
you there?" Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
house.
mansion is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely ginormous when I finish it, and then if I ever have friends online, we can like literally play hide and go seek in this building.
That's what she said.
Oh, that's gonna be in the stream. That's nice. Cause the mic can probably catch your voice.
Great.
I don't know if you can hear your voice in the stream. Are you watching it? Oh, I have two
Yeah.
viewers now. I have two
Don't
viewers.
talk. Just
I keep having two viewers, and then the second viewer keeps going away.
okay. Tyson, be quiet for a second. Yeah, I can kind of hear my voice.
It's probably kind of fainted, but probably could still hear it. Yeah, well, I have a second viewer again.
Yeah.
I wish my comments were working. I mean, that would be a lot nicer, because then I can tell who's watching. I know you were the first person who just said hi, and then you started asking, and then I just started answering questions.
Yeah.
This bathroom's gonna be kind of cool. I'm just kind of putting the walls in on the main room right now, if you can see what I'm doing.
So, yeah.
Like, this is gonna be the biggest room in the house. What?
Did you just get invited to anything?
What? No, I don't think so. Why? I wonder who the second viewer is. It's probably Andrew. Because he was the one watching yesterday. I just created an account. I'm pretty sure it's. I just used like an email. I mean, it should still be the name MegaGamer52. Should be. Because it connected with my PS4, so it's the same name. Except I think it has like YT after it, so. I'm deciding how tall I want to make these entrances to the rooms. I'll make them like this tall.
Okay. I think I'm gonna hang up and just watch your stream.
Alright,
Yeah, talk to you later.
alright. Sorry about that, guys. I was just talking to my friend for a while. But anyway, let's get back into the stream. So this is going to be like the main entrance room. As you can see, the stairs are made out of like a, I don't know what the name of the material is, but I think it looks kind of cool for the theme of my mansion. It's like that green, white, and brown kind of look on the outside, so I think it looks kind of cool when you first walk in. And it's going to have a green wall, which is going to be kind of cool. And then the hallway is going to have red walls. So I think that looks pretty good so far. Yeah, if you were wondering why the village is on fire, I tried burning it, but for some reason it's not burning it at all, so like, it's kind of a waste of my time. I'm just gonna have to delete it on my own time. Because that's gonna be in my backyard. But that village is kind of in the way, so I was just trying to kind of get rid of it. And Drake probably laughing right now. Alright. Well, that looks pretty decent, so let's go to sleep first, because it's kind of getting dark, and it's raining. Alright. Well, I don't know why this guy is still here. I'm gonna honestly kill him pretty soon, because he's kind of annoying me. But now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make the little arch right here. You're like right in the way, dude. Told you to get out of there and you didn't, so you're dead now. I gotta get some red terracotta. Where is that at? There it is. So let's just continue working on this little wall. I'm just trying to kind of get what the main room's gonna look like. This is kind of the interior wall. This is the interior wall of the hallway. And when you walk into the library, it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna put like a sculpture in the middle. It's gonna be kind of cool. So I'm just kind of like moving. I do like several things at once. I'm not gonna do like a bunch of things one at a time, because I feel like it goes a little slower if you do it that way. If you kind of work on multiple things at once and then come back to other things, then you end up getting it done. That's usually how I build. So this is the bathroom. So we're gonna use some smooth quartz blocks for the ceiling. So that should be this is pretty simple. Actually, let's put the quartz blocks one level lower, because I'm gonna probably put the second floor like right there. So the ceiling will be right here, and then we'll get some lighting too. Actually, let's go to the bookshelves. I'm not using them right now. For this room, we're gonna be using some. Yeah, let's use some glowstone. Let me just first finish this ceiling. Alright. I think this house is going to look pretty nice when it's all done, but it's not going to probably get finished completely until like around beginning of summer. It's going to take me a long time to build this. I'm probably going to get it done in like the middle of summer. And I still have to do like I have to do like the yards. The front yard's kind of started. It already has that like little simple driveway that that's been done for a while though. So anyway, what am I gonna do for the interior walls? I think I'm gonna just use this pillar quartz design. For some reason, I mean, it's already used a little on the outside, but it looks pretty cool in here. So let's do it. And so we can just cover all that up. Just make sure when you're making pillar courts, don't like put it against the side, because otherwise it's gonna be turned sideways. Put it on the bottom so it goes up and down. Otherwise it's gonna look kind of silly. And then just fill this in, just as a tip. Oh, it's getting pretty dark in here. I gotta get that glowstone set up. Let me just finish this first, and I will put a door there. Just in a second, I will. And then just do that, and delete that, and then go under it, and do that. And then that's kind of like a tip how to do that. Little arches on top of the door, like the door frame. But overall, this mansion I think is going to turn out really nice. And this is actually a pretty big bathroom. I think it's a pretty big bathroom in my opinion. This is the first bathroom in the house. This is just kind of like when you first walk into, you just take a right and you go down the hallway and you just enter the library. You can access a bathroom through the library, which might seem kind of weird, but like, you know, someone might need to take a piss while they're reading. Okay, but anyway, I think this is a cool wall design. I mean, this mansion's not supposed to look super modern. It's supposed to look like one of those more older royal mansions. I think they look cooler though than the modern designs. I just really think they do. And so now let's just finish up. Let's make a ceiling design. Let's make sure it like somewhat matches. Let's delete that side and let's just do that. That's a lot better. And now let's just go into walking mode. And then when you enter the bathroom, I'm not gonna put like a shower in here right now. I'll come back later and do that. But yeah, this will become a bathroom. And so I've kind of gotten the wall and the lighting all done. So now let's go into the library. And I don't have a ceiling for the library yet. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the ceiling, but I will figure that out. And I'll make some cool looking chandeliers to go up on this ceiling. It's a pretty big room, and then this is just like the hallway. I used some like a special type of wood for the flooring of the hallway. I did that off camera. I didn't show that part to you. I actually never finished this, but there's the burning village that like nonstop burns. So now I'm gonna start working on. I'm gonna make the hallway. I'm gonna work on some more rooms. So now we got technically kind of got part of it done. So now I don't think we're not really using glass right now. So we really don't need that stuff. Okay, where's that? The stripped dark oak log. It's like something. No, that's the wrong one. It looks a lot like it though. Alright. Where is that wood at? Stripped oak wood, stripped spruce wood. I think it's this one. Yep, it's this stripped spruce wood. We don't actually need that because that's going to be the wall. I just was kind of doing that, so we just need to extend that down a little bit. Extend that a little bit further down. And kind of once again, these ones kind of are like ones you can make it change directions if you like ever like decided to. Like, 'cause look at that, like you can notice it's going a different way. But honestly, this one doesn't look that bad. And this is just a little trick I learned. Just fly, and this builds a lot. It makes the building go a lot quicker. Okay, so anyway, if I don't know why, but the comments aren't really working that well right now. But just like, if you want to comment again, tell me if you think PS4 or Xbox is better. Like, in like not in controller wise, just like overall. All right, well, that's a pretty nice looking hallway. So I'll start making the hallway come down to here. 6 blocks long, or 6 blocks wide is what I meant. And we'll just make it come all the way down to there. It's supposed to be pretty wide. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Okay. I mean, this house, we're gonna be able to fit so many things in this house. It's gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna be like you like walked into like a city. Like it's gonna be. I'm probably honestly gonna get lost in this house, and I'm the one building it. So it's gonna be a huge when it's all completed, and especially the yards outside don't have anything in it really right now. But trust me, they will, and they're gonna look really neat. It's gonna be like ever. So now since we kind of got that done, we're gonna work on another room. And basically what we're gonna do in this room, we're gonna actually, well, first let's finish up with the red terracotta stuff. For some reason, I don't know, it's slider over here, but I thought it was different materials, but it's just because that stuff's in the shade. Because if you like go over here, it's like darker. Okay, I was just trying to make sure. And that should be green. I'll mess with that in a little bit. I don't really know how the walls are exactly going to fully go right now, so I'm only going to make it one, well, technically 2 blocks if you're counting the foundation layer, but because some people just dig into the ground and make the floor like that, but I think that just takes way too long, so I just built the floors on top of the ground, to be quite honest with you. I used to dig in the ground, but like I found it takes way too long to do it, so building on top of the ground is definitely better, in my opinion, than building into the ground. So I'm going to start working on this little area over here where the 2 green staircases are, that kind of like they go out and in, they curve out, the curved stairs, because usually those fancy mansions have those. And then we're just going to create like a little, we're going to create another hallway, but except it's going to be different material. It's going to be a dark green wool instead. And I think this honestly will look really cool. So anyway, we're going to do something kind of cool. So we're just going to create like a, and you'll understand why I'm doing that in just a second. But this is going to be like another, once again, like another 6-block wide hallway, and this is going to be for the second story. I kind of build my mansions a little bit weird. Like for a lot of my builds, I build them kind of weird, unless it's like a small house, and I usually build it pretty normally. But like for these big projects, I kind of work on a whole bunch of different layers, and like I work on different floors at different times. So I'm not even done with that front part. That front part took a long time to do, and as you can tell, there's so many windows. But the middle part is supposed to be like a different design. It was my very own design I came up with, and the name of this mansion, if I haven't told you already, is called the Blumberg Mansion. Blumberg, and then just the word mansion. So if you don't know how to spell Blumberg, it's just kind of a, my friend actually came up with the name. So congrats to him for helping me find a good name. I think it's kind of a good name. It sounds royal. Let's use some green terracotta. I don't really need the pillar stuff right now. We're actually gonna not use that, because I was gonna use that for like, cause it's like the wall design, but like, let's just honestly, oh, actually, no, that looks kind of weird. I know what to do. I know that I have the perfect idea. Okay, so we're just gonna use the same color, the same kind of material as we did for the stairs, except we're gonna use slabs, because slabs just, I think, would look better than the full-on blocks. So this blocks will look a little weird. Actually, I just realized you can see the carpet wool, but I think just I have an idea, so let's just do this first, because I'm kind of just trying to figure out what I'm doing as I'm building this mansion, kind of coming up with new ideas. And then what I'm going to do in between is, I wish there was such thing as a glowstone slab, because wouldn't that be pretty nice and handy? Alright. Like, if they had a slab of glowstone, that would be really nice right now, because that's what I was like thinking of using, but I just realized that's not even in the game, so only if it was a thing. So let's just go down the slabs anyway, and I'm gonna get this darker prismarine color, and then that'll give it more of a different kind of theme. let's just do that real quick. I guess we got to delete these first in order to do that. And then let's go back and get this and get the normal one we were using. What is this? Prismarine. Like that was dark prismarine. This is like the regular prismarine stuff. Alright, this is kind of annoying me a little bit, but you know what, let's screw it. I'm just gonna use the full-on dark prismarine blocks for this. Yeah, that's a lot. I think that looks actually pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Okay, and now let's use a few of these prismarine walls. The prismarine walls look kind of cool. Yeah, I like that mansion entrance. It looks pretty decent. I think I'm just gonna go with it. I mean, it's not the best design, but like, trust me, I'll make it look nicer. Like, you'll see. Okay, so 1, 2. So this part's gonna be 7 blocks wide, just because it has this extra layer. But like, really, the first layer starts this right here. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is like how wide this hallway will start out on the second floor. Alrighty. And I hope you guys like my mansion design so far. I mean, it's honestly like the nickname. It reminds me of the White House, kind of, just like how the width of it, but it's definitely really tall. It's like one of those fancy hotels that are like up in like the mountains, in my opinion. Looks like a huge ski resort mansion, in my opinion. That's like really fancy, but like you can. I mean, everyone has their own thoughts. Just like if the comments are working, try to let me know if like what this mansion looks like to you. Like from the front, like the front design. Alrighty. Well, that's kind of like that's what's gonna look like when you first walk on to like the second story, and then from like here on out, this is kind of how the hallways are all gonna be on this floor. Oh, geez, there's like a loud airplane outside. That's pretty loud. I was wondering what that was, but okay. Only if you can build things faster in Minecraft, because like I've been streaming for like 45 minutes and I've only gotten a small amount of things done. I've definitely gotten many more things done. I mean, I've gotten the library has definitely gotten majorly improved, and now we've already started. This would have taken me forever to design. Like, I'm just kind of glad I'm doing this right now, so then I don't have to do it later. It's just the thing that's going to take the longest is just doing like all the detail, like going back and furnishing. That's why I'm not gonna like do everything before, and I'm gonna make sure I get that stuff detailed before I end up just building more rooms. I'm just kind of trying to get this all started up. And you might be wondering, when you walk on here, aren't you gonna see the wool? But I'm gonna be making a little like ceiling design under there. I'm gonna be doing that later though, when I work more back in like this area, when you walk underneath the staircase. But honestly, this mansion is gonna feel like feel like you're going on forever when you walk on the inside. The outside looks already big, but like when you go on the inside, it's gonna feel like a never-ending place. It's gonna be so much bigger on the inside. At least that's how it's gonna feel. So now I think this is looking really good so far. I just have to say I'm gonna extend this hallway though all the way down here. Jeez, this house is super big. I literally thought it's already at the end, but there's still quite a bit of space left. Okay, so this kind of looks like the Queen's Palace in London in a way, like Buckingham Palace. It looks kind of like it. It's not. This is not really a palace necessarily. It almost kind of is though at the same time. It's like It's so big. I don't even like know if it's considered a mansion anymore. It probably is actually considered a palace by the size of this thing, and it looks kind of like one, like not like a medieval castle. It looks like one of those like 1800, 1700 palaces that they used to build. Like they just like they look like just ginormous mansions. It's basically what they are. And in order to kind of like start this idea of building a mega mansion, kind of came from YouTube. I just watch a lot of stuff on YouTube about gaming. So I get a lot of these ideas from YouTube videos and other YouTubers. So and I've seen some other mega mansions people build, and they're absolutely insane. And like literally, they built it most of the time by themselves, and it only like took them like a matter of weeks, but because they worked on it like every day, all day. I mean, I haven't really worked on this that much. I would have had a lot more done if I like took more time into building this. But that's why we're just doing this right now, so we can get a lot more progress done into it. Because I want to get this done by like summer, pretty much. I kind of want to get it done at the beginning of summer, so I can like kind of showcase this in like a really epic video. It's gonna definitely not be all in one video. Take way too long. Because I'm gonna after this thing gets completely done, I'm gonna do a huge tour on everything that's in it. That's gonna be really cool. So yeah, it's just I think it's gonna turn out really nice, this mansion, and I'm gonna also build a guest house in the backyard. So this is a really, really big hallway, and this hallway like wraps around the mansion. Jeez, like it's so wide in length. I wonder how much squares are actually inside this area. I actually don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure there's a huge amount of squares that are in the area of this mansion, like borders, but not like I'm not including the yard. Just the building itself is going to be massive. All right, so our hallway is almost kind of complete, so we'll just kind of end it right here. I'm just kind of working on this big second story hallway. It's a little bit different than the first story hallway, because the first story hallway has like that middle room in it. I mean, the second story like also kind of has that middle room, because this middle room is going to be visible from like 3 floors, and then I'm going to build a ceiling just to separate it. Like the third floor is right here, and this is where the ceiling is going to be for this big ginormous room. Just because usually the open rooms when you first walk in are like a lot taller and bigger than like most of the other rooms you're gonna see, and then you can see it. There's gonna be like balconies and like indoor balconies that you can use to look over this room. So I think that's gonna look cool by the end. But yeah, that burning village still kind of makes me laugh though, how it's not even burning at all. I don't know why it isn't. I use flint and steel, maybe just because certain settings in Minecraft's changed. I haven't played this game in a while, so I really don't know much about the new like updates. Here, let's not make it quite that long. So, and yeah, 6 blocks wide. Ooh, the sunset looks really cool. Like that's gonna be a really cool looking backyard, and there's gonna be like back balconies and stuff. It's gonna be really cool. Like if you haven't, like honestly, I think the back's gonna honestly be cooler than the front. Like the design, like the exterior design. I'm gonna do a lot of the interior stuff before I kind of finish the exterior. Because the interior trust me, it takes a lot longer. There's so much more detail like on the inside than the outside. The outside's already super detailed, just the mansion itself, and the looks on the outside. And I even made a map of the mansion area so you can kind of get around and know where you're going. Because it's gonna be so big. Like, especially when you're playing hide and because when I invite friends to this map, it's gonna be so fun to play like hide and go seek on this map because based off of how big this house will be, and there's gonna be so many rooms you can hide in. So it's gonna literally take forever for actually someone to find you. And trust me, you'll probably get. I feel like if you've never been in this house, you'll get lost in it very easily. Like I'm gonna get lost in my own. I already know I am gonna get lost in this house when it's like completely done. When I just explore it, I'm gonna be like, where am I? It's gonna be, and it's the tour honestly is gonna take like an hour and a half to probably get through every part of it, maybe even 2 hours, because there's gonna be like a lot of outside things too. Like there's gonna be a garage. There's gonna be like the guest house is also going to be part of the tour, and that's going to also be pretty decently sized. It's going to be probably like a quarter size of this mansion. Probably not even that big. This mansion's going to be definitely much bigger than the guest house. The guest house will still be pretty detailed, though. I still want to put some effort into it. I just like After I finish this, I don't want to have to go through like another huge build for a little while. Cause like I'm trying to put as much work as possible into this build. So, and after that, I'm gonna fly above this hallway and see how it looks so far after I'm done. That sound though is kind of satisfying for some reason. That like it just that sound. It just kind of after a while. I mean, it gets a little annoying. That's why I have the volume turned down a little bit. It's normally louder than this, but you just fly backwards. That's how I do this. Otherwise, this is a super long hallway. I just realized how long it's going to take if you're in walking mode. It'd take you forever to walk down the entire length of the mansion. This mansion's definitely going to feel like a maze. But, yeah. We're almost done with this hallway. And then I'm going to probably go to sleep after I do this little long part of it. This is almost the entire length of the mansion. It's like 3/4 of it at least. It takes forever. It's such a big hallway though. There's gonna be so many rooms though, because like as you see, we have so much space to build. Finally, okay, let's. That's a really, really big hallway. As you can, that's huge. It's bigger than the first story. Yeah, that's a massive hallway, but it looks cool. I think it looks cool. And now you can see the library, and there's like a little bathroom area right there. Those like the two sort of. I guess the bathroom's like the only complete box. It's like the boxed-in room right now. Here, I'm gonna sleep up on top of the mansion tonight. Like as you can see, this mansion looks kind of like a school on the outside, or like a hospital, kind of like an older styled hospital. But like, it's gonna look like a mansion. Just trust me. So like the front of it, I think the front of it still looks really cool though. This is gonna be a really fun build. I'm already enjoying it. That's the thing about like that I like about Minecraft is all the stuff you can do. It's a game that like you're not told to do stuff. You just do whatever you want in this game. It's just what people call it. It's called a sandbox game. You just do whatever. You create your own. You can destroy things. You can build things. You can just do whatever you want. Basically, it's just kind of a game full of like I guess everything because you can even fight monsters and stuff. So. And you can create your own like game modes and stuff. So like, technically, you can create your own games in this and in a game. So that's like the plus about Minecraft. There's so many things you can do in it. And the thing I like to do is build things just on my own. I don't really download maps very much. I've only downloaded like a couple of them. I usually build my own stuff. Alrighty, so we're almost done with this. Let's just finish up this last little bit right here. Sorry if this is a little bit boring. I'm just trying to get this done. It's just all I'm trying to do. And then we'll just... The reason why I'm not, like, continuing the hallway, because I don't know what I really want to do quite yet with this section. But I'll probably find out pretty quickly. Alright. I think this is a good color, though, for the second story's hallway, and then... The reason why this can take so long is because we still have to do like 4 other stories above this. This is going to be a 6-story mansion. The 6th story is going to be probably the hardest to build because it's going to be like the one with the roof. So it's going to be like angled on the side. So it's going to be a little bit wonky, but it will turn out good. I just know it will. Yeah, and if you haven't seen the last few videos, that's like the first mansion that I completely got done on the exterior. I think it looks really cool. Like as you can see, it looks really realistic. The roof looks. I'm probably proudest of the roof. The roof looks really, really cool. But this thing is just massive, massive, massive. And the interiors are the part that I think that just takes the longest. It's just building all the stuff on the inside. So that's probably since this stream has been going on for like an hour now, and I'm gonna still do a few more things before we leave. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make the framing for the main room when you first walk in. So let's get some, or not green concrete, green terracotta. Because that concrete has like more of a solid color to it and it's a little bit brighter. The terracotta has more of the dim color. And I just think terracotta would be the better choice to use for this So actually, let's not do that. I was gonna do something, but I just realized it'd look kind of weird. So I'm just gonna first start out with this little section. So the roof is gonna be like right up, and like I'll show you where the roof's gonna like for this at least the ceiling for this area. Oh, that's not how high it's gonna be. The ceiling is gonna be like right here. So we're gonna make them. We're gonna make the wall this tall. Already, almost done. This is taking so long to do, but if you're building a mansion, it's obviously gonna take forever. I mean, this one guy, his mansion's smaller than this, and it took him like 40 days to build it, and he built it like consistently too. I've only been working on this for like a short time. So let's just first. I think that looks like a decently good sized framing, because now you kind of get an idea of how big this main walk-in room's gonna be. So let's just extend that. I always build a little too high for some reason. Alright, that looks good. The width of this room is pretty big, though. Alright, let's delete these. We'll deal with this later. I'm just doing this. Let's just, like, I'm building the kind of the half of the frame. Like that. I'm going to delete that strip because that will be part of the ceiling eventually. So I'm just trying to I'm just making like a work frame. It's just temporary stuff that I'm working on right now. Like this big line right here, like this center line, I will probably get rid of it because that's where the ceiling is going to be lying. That's just a temporary thing I'm working on. So anyway, now we have a framing of how like tall the room's going to be, and for the ceiling, I don't really know what I want to do for the ceiling. I was thinking of doing one of these fancy blocks. There's diamond, but diamond's like too blocky. I just think it looks too blocky, so we're gonna try to do something that's like more detailed. To be quite honest, I thought the diorite looked pretty decent, but like it looks kind of weird. So I'm just trying to look for something that looks like simple, not too detailed, but like still like kind of matches the whole like theme with the room. So anyway, I'm just trying to find a good block to use. It's kind of not, this part's like the hardest part of Minecraft. It's just deciding what you're gonna use. So we can use like wool if we want to. We can use like these kind of minerals, which I probably not won't end up using. We just have like a bunch of colors we can use, which I'm probably gonna most likely use one of these. We have like a pinkish terracotta. I'm thinking about maybe using that, but that like wouldn't really match the theme of the mansion. So I think I'm gonna honestly go with there's regular terracotta. There's the red terracotta. There's the orange terracotta, yellow terracotta, the lime, which is what we're using for the walls. We're using the lime stuff. So I think I'm honestly going to use the orange terracotta for the roof. I think that would look the best for some reason. I just think for some reason I think that just would look the best for right now at least. Just delete that for now. So this is not like the entire room. This is just like I think like around half of it because we still got to do that other half. But the other half's kind of weird right now, and I have some plans on I have some plans I'm gonna be doing with it in the future. So I'm just trying to kind of just stick with an easy start. Alrighty. I guess I can't believe it's already been an hour. Time goes by really fast. I don't know why my comments aren't really working that well. Maybe it just depends on my resolution that I chose for the video. I chose 720p low, just so it would work a little better. I think it depends like on the length of the stream. I'm probably gonna post the time-lapse video tomorrow, just because this stream is kind of like already an hour long, and I don't want to post another video just today, so I'll post it tomorrow. Instead, just got a little bit moved. And I will, starting probably in April or late March, I'm going to be starting a new series on here. I know I already have like 4 series, but we will be doing. I promise this is probably going to be like one of the last games we're going to be doing on here, and then we're probably just going to stick with these games for quite a while, probably for like around a year or close to a year. But the last game we're going to be doing is this game called City Skylines, but this series won't come out till April. And what it is, basically, it's a game where you just build it's like a really cool city simulator where you just build like a city of your dreams, basically. And I'm making and you can do like natural disasters and all that stuff in it. It's really cool. But anyway, I'm making like a little short film on that movie and on that game. I meant it's gonna be really cool. It's like a little natural disaster movie I made, and it's still like a work in progress. I'm currently making it right now. It's kind of hard to make. It's gonna take. Not gonna release it till it's gonna be the first City Skylines video that I will be posting on my channel. So anyway, I think that it should turn out pretty good by the end. It's a little corny right now, so I'm gonna be probably doing some retakes and making it a little bit more realistic. So, because there's been some movies that actually made in real life that are really corny that have been made by like fairly good movie companies. But ceiling's almost done. Now we just have to do this one last layer, and boom. Now we have a good ceiling. Let's go on the inside and see how well this looks, if it doesn't look too bad. And it's super dark right now, but we'll put some chandeliers in here. I think once we get some chandeliers in here, I think that's actually going to look pretty cool. Yeah, this room's not going to look that bad. I'm going to add like a lot of details on like the walls and stuff, so it won't look so freaking like bland. But like this, I think this mansion is going to actually be pretty successful. Like this is going to be a huge room just at the beginning, and that's just like when you first walk in. This mansion itself is extremely tall. It's extremely big. It already feels bigger on the inside. Just this room when you walk in, it's just like wow. It feels like you're already in like a huge. It's already a big room, and it's only like going like halfway up. But anyway, I'm probably gonna end the stream. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me just first do a few more things. Probably because it's starting to get a little bit boring, but I was gonna do some survival, but I think it's already been an hour, so I just don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Because most of my live streams are probably gonna be like hour long, because I don't like to make them too long, so then people start to get bored. So, and that's not what I want in my videos. I don't want people to like find my videos boring. So, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna finish up with this little hallway section. We're gonna choose like a small little ceiling to use. This is gonna just be like kind of at the bottom floor theme. And what I'm thinking of using, I don't really know. Like once again, I just like struggle. This part takes the longest for me. It's hardest to decide what you're gonna use for your ceiling. Like this ceiling, I think is the hardest material to decide on. I just don't know what to do, which is like the only thing that kind of makes me annoyed. Striped spruce wood. I might use like one of these woods. Let's try some regular oak wood and see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks a little bit weird. It looks like you're in like a weird built lodge. Let me use like a lighter color. Striped oak wood. Or stripped oak wood. That's what it is. Okay. This is kind of, this looks a lot similar to like the hallway design. Okay. That still looks kind of weird. I just don't really think the wood's gonna work for a ceiling. It's good for a floor. This is a really good material to use. I think we're just gonna use simply just some quartz. I'm not gonna use chiseled quartz block. Also does work as like a ceiling, but that we already have that for a floor. So like, why would you use it for a ceiling? Like, I'm gonna use it for ceiling in some rooms, but not like right next to a room that has it as a flooring. So let's just use some smooth quartz blocks. I think that'd just be best right now. Some smooth quartz blocks would be good. Yeah, I think quartz works pretty good as a floor. I mean, and not as a floor. It works good as like as a ceiling. It works good almost for anything, in my opinion. I just think quartz and in general is just good for almost everything in Minecraft. It just seems to work. It goes with everything. There's like not hardly anything that it doesn't really work with. I mean, it doesn't really work really good as a wall. I mean, kind of. I mean, sort of. I still use it sometimes for walls, but not really that often, just because it looks a little silly as a wall. So that's probably like the only thing that's probably worst at, but it's still, you can still use it as a wall. It still doesn't look like terrible, but really it looks pretty good as everything else. Wood though, I think wood looks sometimes good as a wall, but it looks best as a floor. But the oak planks look really good as a wall for the library. And we are probably gonna end the stream after we get this little ceiling area done, and then we'll probably work more on this mansion. I'll be working a little more on this mansion off camera, and then the next live stream I do, ooh, it's a thunderstorm. The next live stream I do, I'll have a lot more progress probably done with this thing, and then the video will probably be a little more entertaining because there'll be like more stuff done and more stuff to look at as I work on the mansion. So like basically, you guys will get to see the progress of how my mansion builds throughout my live streams. So hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. Be sure to, if you haven't already, be sure to click the subscribe button, like the video, turn the notifications on, and stay posted on the videos I upload, and be sure to watch them because I do a bunch of different games, not just one game. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in probably a few days. Bye.